Hello, welcome back to GS Simple. In one of the preceding videos, I showed you how we can get a better visualization of our digital terrain model using what is called slope shade, that is, using a modified version of the slope in order to have a better visualization of the feature of the terrain. And the slope shade was used instead of the traditional hill shade. In this video I will show you how we can do the same thing, that is, how we can get a slope shade calculated in relation to just part of a DTM. So let's assume that we have a DTM of a broader region. And let's assume that we want to limit the calculation of the slope shade just for a smaller sector of this broader region. And we can do what I'm going to show you in a couple of seconds. First of all, let's take out these contours, the slope, and so we just leave this DTM. So let's assume that we want a slope shade just for this portion of this region, including only including Mount Etna. So the first thing that we want to do is to go to our catalog and create a polygon shapefile that we will use to indicate to ArcGIS the extent of the area that we want to process. So we go to our catalog, we create, we right click on our folder, new shapefile, we select polygon shapefile, we give the name of this polygon like process extent, we click on edit and we select the coordinate system that we are using, we click OK again. And once the polygon shapefile has been added to our table of content, we start an editing session. And so we start creating our bounding polygon. So we can create our polygon. We can save the edits and close the editing session. Just for the sake of this tutorial, I will give some transparency to the polygon. So as you can see, the polygon is enclosing only the area that we want to process. And then we can repeat the steps that I showed you in one of the preceding videos. So we go and search for our slope tool, slope. We input the DTM. We input the name and path of our output slope raster, so we can call it Etna slope. The slope will be calculated in degrees. We leave the G factor as it is by default, and then we go to environment and we click on processing extent, and we set the processing extent that must be the same as the process extent. And so we click OK again, and so the tool has finished. And so this is the slope raster that has been limited to the extent of Mount Etna. So we can double click on the Etna slope, we go to symbology, we go to stretched, we select stretched visualization, we keep this grayscale color ramp, but we invert it as I showed you in my preceding video, and then we click OK, and as you can see, the slope shade will be limited to the extent of the polygon that we used to limit the calculation of the slope. So that's all for now. If you have any question, please leave a comment down below. If you like this video, you can share it on your preferred social media, give a thumb up, and if you want to, please subscribe. I will see you in the next video.